as this kickoff flies out of bounds right there inside the 10. So a penalty to start. So let's meet
and see from Manis.
And start with the ground game, and that is how they like to play football. And rumbling forward is Jordan Newbin.
Some stability amongst all the injuries for Minnesota.
Now 2nd and 3. Manis hands it off one more time for Newbin. Hole opens up. They're on the left side of the backfield, as well as Sean Tyler and Zach Evans. Manis drops the pass, and he's looking deep down the field and has a man, and that pass is caught. It's Daniel Jackson who broke free down the... Jackson touchdowns in back-to-back games entering today. Like you said, clearly the best on the outside for Minnesota. Manis, play action, another completion. Heading towards the end zone is his big tight end in Span Ford. Minnesota strikes first.
What a start for the Gophers. They run it a couple times. They take a shot down the field. Then
65 yards, couple of minutes off the clock. And straight down the field. Will send it deep. And Tyrone Tracy is back deep. And this flies over his head for the touchback.
Just has to do it on a more consistent basis.
Start by handing the football off straight up the middle with Tyrone Tracy for Purdue as they're playing with some pace here, but guys moving all over the place. We'll explain as we go along. Now Card, nice move there in the backfield, and he breaks loose for that first down.
Yeah, you see to see if they can tire out this Minnesota defensive front.
Card, pressure from behind, and Card goes down. Never saw him coming. Card, play action. Swings it over toward the sideline. Making his way up the sideline is Andrew Sowinski.
The situation. You see them all looking at the sidelines, waiting for the call. Possible 4-down territory here for Ryan Walters early on in the ball game.
Third and 3, Card keeps it himself, and this is what he has been doing to start the game. There's certain moments where you see that out of Austin, Texas, as now we have an injury down, and that is Maverick Baranowski, who has been a stud. Card gives. Tracy makes his way forward for a pickup of 3.
It's a good mix by Purdue so far. The line, they're banged up, a lot of moving parts all year long for Purdue up front.
Brings Sowinski in motion and hand the football off. This is Tracy, who has some speed. Now Tracy gains that edge, cuts it back up inside, and down to the 20 goes Tyrone Tracy. Card pressured quickly and just throws that football away. But the offensive line, as they continue to move things around here. Take a look at Josh.
But this guy's a good football player. He has good size. He's played a lot of different spots. It's new for him out there today. Look for Graham Harrell and Hudson Card to try to take some pressure off of him. Run it, get the ball out of Hudson's hands quickly. A lot of guys in the field for Minnesota.
Purdue.
In the slot on the right-hand side.
Maccabee checks into the game at running back. Card, pump fake to the left. Now looking straight down the middle of the defense and throws a touchdown. A day for the tight end so far. It's Garrett Miller. Now check out this formation by Purdue. You like all this stuff? You see it a little bit high school football, college football too.
Well, they're just trying to keep that defense honest here. The hope is it doesn't screw up your own kicker.
And this has been Freehill, the kicker. Actually was dealing with a blood clot in his kicking leg earlier in the year. Now healthy. He was 2 for 2 against Michigan, and they were trying to get that kicking. It's off the clock. And Miller's second touchdown of the year. And we have another kick that is going to head out of bounds, and the penalty marker right on top of it.
Kicking team number 41. Ball be placed at the 35-yard line. First down and 10, Minnesota.
Manis, as he steps back out onto the field, set up nicely after the penalty. And Jordan Newbin begins this drive at running back. Give it to Newman. That offensive line getting a good push as Newman takes it out across the 40. And
they want to play, have everything else come off of that.
Manis gives, and Newman pushing that pile forward as he takes it out near midfield. So you mentioned 2020, not been there yet.
They have not. Remember, he had a lot of really good players at Illinois. 3 guys drafted in the first 3 rounds of the NFL draft, so those guys make a difference too. But trying to put his defensive system in here in year 1 has not gone particularly well.
Here's Newman. Couple of nice cuts. Now Newman with space out in front. And a penalty marker flies behind all of it as he takes it down inside the 30 down to the 25. Pickup of 28 as we await the call.
Personal foul, illegal block below the waist. Offense number 88. 15-yard penalty, first down.
So span forward, has a touchdown. Now to block Nick scored.
Exactly right.
Nobody can block him all year long. And Zach Evans checks in at running back. Ottman-Bell in motion. Manis to pass and fires toward Ottman-Bell, and a little behind him, falls incomplete.
Washington, Sidney Brown, 3rd round to Philadelphia, so some really good players there, and you can't bring those guys to Purdue. So not quite as talented a group. It's year 1 of trying to get this system in. It's kind of a unique system. At times they flashed and played very well, but haven't been as consistent as they need to be over the course of this season.
Manis, another completion, big tight end. Another grab for Brevin, span forward, and he runs into Sanusi Canes
a couple times.
First 3rd down attempt today. Give it to Newman, and you see how he runs hard. He's going to get close to that line to gain. He was pushed backwards. Dylan Dieneman.
He's really taking advantage.
Play action. Manis looking deep down the seam, and this is incomplete. Broken up. Nice play.
Told me that his brother, Tyler told me that his brother Jordan is a silent assassin. He said, you don't really hear Jordan coming, but you always feel him. I'm sure his teammates get confused with all the Newmans on the team, too.
And they are extremely close. Talk football all the time as you have a handoff here to Zach, and they did. 3rd and 7. Motion man is Jackson. Clean drop. Manis navigating that pocket, has a completion, big hit put on, and this is Daniel Jackson who hangs on, picks up. Here's Newman. Offensive line getting a nice push, more positive yardage. I had never really met
quarterback, and they are connected. They are so similar in their personalities and their love for football and the spirit with which they coach and they play. It's fun to see these guys develop together.
Manis, play action. Back to his tight end and a little over.
To the big guy, made a lot of plays for us.
3rd and 6. Daniel Jackson in motion, looking towards Jackson. Completion right there at the 20. He is stuck, though. Going to be up for a 38-yard field goal attempt. 18 of 21 on the year, and he is right down the middle. See if we can keep a kickoff in bounds here, and into the end zone it goes for the touchback.
Crew.
And Devin Maccabee at running back. This is Hudson Card. Card breaks 1 tackle there. He's going to pick up the 1st down.
Early on in this ball game, making plays with his arm and his feet. Play
action. Card, this time with his arm over toward the sideline, and that is brought in by Andrew.
Strike. That's what you're talking about. Multi-dimensional quarterback. You can do it both ways. Throwing it and running it.
Smelling in the play calls from above. Card keeps. Tries the left side. More room out front. They'll just step out. 5 rushes for 29 yards thus far for Card. Back to the air. Completion. It's tight end and Garrett Miller, who already has the touchdown.
See Mike Leach's fingerprints all over this offense.
And Maccabee is going to pick up the 1st down. He's had some
pretty good otherwise. He just has to prove that he can secure the football.
1st and 10. Card has time. Card looking toward the end zone, and this is caught for the touchdown. What a grab it was. T.J. Sheffield with a terrific route, and a penalty marker is down. Right there about the 3-yard line, a flag came out.
Defense number 12. Penalties decline. Result of the play. Touchdown Purdue.
How about T.J. Sheffield? Down against Iowa. Hasn't exactly played like a #1 wide receiver, with Deion Burks really being that guy, but like a #1 wide receiver on that play. Again, Freehill right on the money. But the offense kickoff. Excellent strategy. In for the touchback. That's the first time Purdue touchdown in their first 2 drives all season. Now Newbin. And Newbin with some physical running runs directly into Sanusi. Pride of Harlem, New York, as this first quarter winds down. One more run, and Newbin is going to get close to that line. Up to the line is Kaliak Manis. Go with the quarterback sneak here on 3rd down. It appears they got enough push, and they did. Sticks will move, as that has become such a popular play. And a penalty marker is out.
Offside. Defense number 5. That 5-yard penalty results in a 1st down.
That's
Get lower.
low man always seems to be on offense lately. A good push behind it. Kaliak Manis. Completion. Daniel Jackson, hot start to the afternoon for him, picks up 9. Over 40 catches on his season. Shotgun on a 2nd and 1. Expand forward across the formation. Now he will act as the lead blocker and opens up enough space to go get that 1st down. That's Sanusi Kane who made the tackle. Harlem, New York. He's the loudest voice defensively. So get to the outside, incomplete, looking for Jackson, and let's check in with Zora. How cool is that?
It's pretty cool. It really is. A couple guys from Harlem on this Purdue team, ironically enough.
And a pressure look there, as you saw Kane, who was showing pressure. And now they're going to hand the football up straight up the middle, and a lane opens up, and a push right there at the back end of it. How about that run play by...
Deserves some opportunities to run the football as well for Minnesota.
Play action. Kaliak Manis down the field, looking toward the end zone, and just a little bit too far. Trying to find Elijah.
Coverage on the back end by Alessandro. Good stop by Purdue. Missed opportunity for the Gophers.
Here's Evans, and he is fighting just for a couple of yards.
Want to make sure you stay in field goal range here. Any completion is good. You don't want to take a sack.
Daniel Jackson across the formation. Kaliak Manis pressured. He's going to take off and run. Can he get there? He slides down. So where will they mark him? Got a good guess what this play call might be.
Oh, yeah.
Kaliak Manis, so you want to take that half yard away, take this. Purdue's trying to
do player safety, but it might backfire because these quarterbacks might start diving forward and create a more dangerous situation for themselves.
Kaliak Manis incomplete. Let's bring in Reggie Smith. Served up the 1st down anyway. It's a 2nd and 10 after Kaliak Manis picked it up on the sneak. And now this run is going nowhere. He's stopped up a 3rd and long. Kaliak Manis scanning. His wide receiver fell down from 42. They'll cut into this Purdue lead and make it a 1-point game, and he's able to. And it's a booming kick from Kesich.
It's how they've controlled the line of scrimmage. They're banged up. These guys are responding.
Couple of running backs in the game, and this is Tracy who burst into the secondary out across the 40. He will take it. So
these guys block back. I'm going to kick out. You go north and south. Really nice job by the Boilermakers.
Pickup of 17. Now right after it, Card down the field, and that is caught now inside the 10. What a play it was by Tyrone Tracy, getting behind the defense.
That was the same.
Tracy stays in the game. Why not give him the football? Tracy in for the touchdown.
Wow.
Straight down the field goes Purdue.
You know what Graham Harrell's saying about time of possession? Doesn't matter much.
3-5 yards, it was all him. Minute and 28 seconds off the clock, and now Ben Freehill on for the extra point. Third rush touchdown of the year for Tracy, and extra point is pure. An adventure in the Big Ten West. Speaking of an adventure, interesting little play here on the kickoff. Take it down the field.
Yeah, it's happening fast, and they're cashing the ball in.
Yep. Take it to Newman. Manis with the completion. It's Cruz. And he cruised
all year long. Critical for him to carry it through 60 minutes.
Manis looking deep, and his wide receiver has a step, and that is caught inside the 20.
Bounds. Another perfect strike by Manis.
Pick up a 41. Manis back to pass, deflected up into the air, and lucky just to see that fall in. Remember, young defensive backs for Purdue. They're asking a lot of them. Newman trying to gain that edge. Newman down to the 20. He is run down by Wiedemann. Third down. Manis looking toward the end zone. Puts a little air up underneath of it. And he's trying to find the same target in Chris Ottman-Bell. Dragon Kesic, he has been busy from 39 yards away. And Kesic is no good.
But this Purdue defense has stepped up in critical moments.
Here's Card. Card with the completion. It's Dixon Veal who takes it out across the 30.
He's raw, but you can see some of that pass rush skill right there. Pressuring Card.
Card firing again. It's a low throw, and they're going to say that it hopped.
Arms and making some timely plays with their feet throughout this game.
Maccabee gets the ball. Maccabee with the lane. Now Maccabee bursting down the sideline. It's a sprint to the end zone. Can Maccabee get there? And he is dragged down at just about the one. They're going to say he's just short. Run down by Jones. Trayvon Jones.
And here at the end of the down, that's Trayvon Jones, the touchdown-saving tackle. Got banged up on the play. He's still down. We certainly hope he's okay.
It's a gain of 65 as they check on Jones. Maccabee, the running back. Maccabee trying to go up and over, but he's met right there in mid-air and stopped short.
By this Minnesota defensive line. Maccabee couldn't get there.
See if they give Maccabee another opportunity to try to finish it off.
I bet he stays on the ground this time.
We'll find out. Instead, it's Card. Card trying to gain the edge, but he is met and stopped once again.
And then run sideline to sideline. Impressive.
Now third goal. Card to the air, and it's a bit too far. So Minnesota defensively.
It's a big down for the Boilermakers.
Card keeping himself. Touchdown, Purdue. So it took them all 4 downs.
It sure
get
did.
6 inches, but they did it.
They were going.
And now Ben Freehill on for the extra point.
A good gift.
The result of the play is the try is good. After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct. Offense number 64. That's his first unsportsmanlike conduct penalty of the ball game. The 15-yard penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
So that's on Ben Farrell, who has been doing a job for Purdue. This is Quentin Redding, and Redding with the lane out to the 40. He will go. Sure has been. 2-7 record coming back home. You didn't know what you'd see. Hard to look much better. Now Manis.
Got him.
Falling down the field. It could have been intercepted. It was dropped. It's Markevius Brown.
Near interception for Purdue.
Span forward in motion. Kaliak-Manis gives. Newbin takes it out across the 35 to the 36.
Man, he's usually 20, 25 yards deep. See the 5-man front right here? They align this way every time before every snap, and then they adjust.
3rd and 4, it's Evans, and he is going to be stopped 1.5 yards short. I remember George wrecking the game against Notre Dame when Purdue played Notre Dame. He was terrific here at Purdue. And a flag.
Delay a game. Kicking team, number 99. 5-yard penalty, still 4th down.
On the other side. It's a low line drive of a punt. It gets a friendly roll, and inside the 10, it will bounce. Playing well in front of him. Tyrone Tracy just gets him out of that shadow of the goalpost.
It's fun for me to see all these football families. Lonnie.
We'll see how aggressively Purdue wants to play with how Hudson Card has been performing so far. Would you turn him loose?
I'd turn him loose. They haven't stopped him yet.
They're dependent on what happens on this 2nd and 6. They try to run the football and nothing doing.
Now you turn back around if you're P.J. Fleck. See, they're going to run the ball. Do you want to take a timeout, see if you can get another opportunity? I think he's going to let that clock go. But, you know, back to the brothers. We have the Newbin brothers playing for Minnesota, running back and safety with Thieneman. His brothers played here at Purdue. So a lot of football families here in this ball game today. It's fun to see.
Patiently on a 3rd and 5. Card trying to hit a slant route, and he's able to. It's a dangerous pass there, but he's able to sneak it in to Dion.
All throughout this first half, just trying to get a score before they go in at the break.
The first punt of the day for Purdue. Jack Ansel. And a fair catch called for just inside the 50 by Quentin Redding. Kaliak-Manis play action. Now he's looking down the sideline, and this is a little high. Try to get it in there. Daniel Jackson, and Jackson brings span forward across the formation. 8th and Kaliak-Manis. Completion. It's Daniel Jackson. This time they will connect, and inside the 30 he goes.
And outside as well.
Kaliak-Manis scanning toward the end zone. He will fire, and that football is caught for the...
There's Kaliak-Manis.
Pass interference. Defense number 13. The penalties declined. The results of the play. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Chris Ottman-Bell. They thought he would be a key in this game with 3 catches, 15 yards coming in. They thought he'd have an opportunity to Bell. In for the touchback. So now it's 28-20.
Man coverage outside. It's come up big for him a couple times.
This is Tracy. And could be the final play here of half number 1. Well, if you love offensive football, Ball State's been almost 20 years. And content to stay there in the end zone. A late drive, tighten this game up. Card back out onto the field, hands it away. It's Maccabee, and Maccabee is going to gain about 1.5 yards.
A chance to score and close the gap here a little bit before halftime.
Here's Card, flushed. Keeping his eyes downfield. Now Card fires down the sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Awfully impressive. Looked decisive. Very comfortable throwing the football. Made a lot of big plays for the Boilermakers.
Here's Card on the run again, and Card has a pass dropped. Threw that football to Andrew Sawinski, and Sawinski.
It's this Purdue offense.
So after the electricity that the Purdue offense had been, 2 straight 3-and-outs for them. Jack Ansel on to punt. Quentin Redding on the other side. Fair catch called for at the 28-yard line.
4 quarters. We're about to find out.
Shotgun look to start this drive. Span forward in motion. And the ball right there behind it. It's Newbin. And Newbin out to the 34. That's Cadron Jenkins who made this. Another handoff. Newbin this time played better by that defense. And Newsy Kane slashing through from his safety spot.
He just continues to show up. I love some.
3rd and 3.
Russian 3.
Kaliakmanis throws it straight over the ball, and that's Ottman Bell, who couldn't find the football.
Bell, who made so many plays in the first half, didn't get his head around quickly enough. Purdue's off the field.
Mark Crawford on to punt, and TJ Sheffield calling a fair catch at the 26. Handoff. Maccabee. They call him Crazy Legs, but Crazy Legs can run. Maccabee out across midfield. Hard guy to tackle.
Opportunities.
Pick up a 32. Back to Maccabee. This time he is met and stopped. But it's a hilarious story when you think about how they actually got Hudson Card here. Got him out of the state of Texas, and here he is. Now Card. Nice move.
Got him.
Card looking downfield. Card, a touchdown. That's why you go get him. Dion Burks was behind the defense.
3 yards and a touchdown. Making it look easy.
And the extra point from Ben Freehill a season ago.
Yeah, 522 and 6 touchdowns in that game. He only went on to throw for 70,000 in the NFL. You can see it right there. Had a chance to coach Kyle Orton as well, and it's a great history and tradition.
Kaliakmanis batted up into the air, and it was an opportunity for a pick. There was a couple of Boilermakers waiting.
Purdue.
Kaliakmanis looking for his tight end, and it was a bit too far out in front. Span forward the intended.
Kaliakmanis can handle it and make the right decisions here in the second half.
3rd and 10. Kaliakmanis. He was pressured, had to get rid of that ball before he wanted to. Cade.
Like the adjustments they made at halftime.
Well, casual chest bump there, too.
Yeah.
Let Kaliakmanis know he was there.
Yeah, exactly right.
And Mark Crawford on to punt, and this is fielded just beyond the 30, about the 32 by Sheffield.
He's cashing in. He's been impressive.
Purdue season high 7 explosive plays of 20 or more yards out here today. And Dylan Downing checks in at running back. Fake it to him. Now Card on the roll. Card complete. It's Burks, but a nice tackle made in the open field on Burks. That's Jackie.
And it just kind of strikes you that these guys are all attached at the hip. The success of this program going to hinge on those 3 men.
Card complete. It's Andrew. Hits his tight end and Miller.
And we had a great visit with both Graham Harrell and Hudson Card yesterday. Leach at Texas Tech, and he said Mike Leach always wanted to empower his quarterbacks. Take charge, you call the plays. And that's what he's trying to do here with Hudson Card.
Card gives, it's Downing.
Buddy loose. It's had a big impact on Graham Harrell's coaching style through the years.
Another handoff, and Minnesota's defense is all over it. But you say he would work
stories and
yeah, that's right.
Show him his, I don't know if you know this, but Mike Leach has Geronimo's birth certificate. I don't know how you get that, but he was awfully proud of that, and he used to share that with his guys as well. Certainly eccentric, but again, a huge impact on the ball game.
3rd and 6. They wanted to keep their quarterback and Card loose, and he has been loose for the entirety of this afternoon. As he pickup of 12. Tyrone Tracy in at running back. Card trying to get the ball out quickly. Didn't like what he saw. Now scrambling. Card keeping his eyes downfield, just a little bit behind his tight end there, and George. Card gives. Taking his time with a patient run is Tyrone Tracy, and that's Justin Wally. Card scans. Now he's trying to navigate that pocket, just floats this football out of his hand, just going to dive on it in case it is ruled a fumble. I've not heard a whistle yet. And now Hudson Card slow back up to his, sets up a 4th and 8. Ansel, the punt, it's a high punt that goes down to the 5. A beautiful punt set off by Jack Ansel and Quentin Redding from their own 5. Jordan Newbin, the running back. Give it to Newbin. And Newbin off the right side of that offensive line picks up it. Now 2nd and 7. Span forward in motion. Run the football again. It's Newbin, and Newbin is going to pick up that first.
A little Lancey starts to do too much. It's about execution. It's a good start on this drive for Minnesota.
Over 300 yards of offense for Minnesota. 426 for Purdue. 7:32 on the afternoon between both teams. And this time they cannot connect. He's looking for Spain this third quarter. Span forward in motion, run it right there behind him, and this time it is the Purdue.
They're standing up right up over the guards in this third down situation.
2 for 9 on third down. Kaliak-Manis gonna try to run for it, although he cannot get away from the rush. It's Joe Anderson. Saw him taking off, and he fouled.
Play. It's a good stop by the Purdue defense. They got to be pleased with their adjustments they made at halftime.
Looks like a different game in the second half. 3 straight punts now. Mark Crawford on to punt. It's a low liner. Gives T.J. Sheffield an opportunity. Penalty marker is out. As now Sheffield takes it into Minnesota.
Illegal block in the back. Return team number 24. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down and 10, Purdue.
Unbelievable. And remember, Aiden O'Connell, 5 Boilermakers drafted. Aiden O'Connell going to get his shot. We'll see what it looks like. How about a shot down the sideline? And was Burks able to keep those feet in bounds? No, he was not. He was drifting as Card's throw was a little out of bounds. And let's check in with Zora. Toughness, Zora. Toughness is what they kept mentioning with Card, and he's showing it. Handoff here. Maccabee's got some toughness, and Maccabee with another big game, and it has been a...
It's certainly productive every time he touches it.
Remember it like it was yesterday. Maccabee up the middle, give him a yard. He ran into Kyler Ball. And Ball...
Long, 241 yards rushing up to this point. It's been impressive.
Quick strike. This is impressive. Dion...
Card looking a little gimpy. He took a big shot. His chest, his neck kind of snapped back a little bit. I think you're seeing the effects of it. He did throw a pretty good strike to Burks, though.
Sure did. 1st and 10. Tracy's turn, and Tracy is met and stopped. That's Corey Bryson.
Into it, running back room feeling pretty good. And, you know, we talked a long time about Mike Leach. Mike Leach didn't really like to run the football. Graham Harrell does. He understands the importance of it. Done an excellent job today.
Card slings it, and it's his tight end.
He's up, certainly hope he's okay.
Purdue 3 of 7 on third down, 3rd and 6.
Again, this is as much about field position as it is about converting the first down.
Card gives, we're just gonna run it here. It's Tracy, and Tracy maybe got a yard. Gonna be 4th down. And we'll see how Ryan Walters wants to play this.
You know, they haven't been great kicking field goals throughout the year. Now they're 5 out of 12 up to this point, so look like Ryan Walters told Graham Harrell, hey, 4-down territory, don't be afraid to run it on 3rd down. Looks like they're going for it here on 4th.
And Garrett Miller back into the game for Purdue. 1 for 1 on 4th down tonight. 4th and 6. And whistles before the snap. Timeout taken by Purdue.
It's a good timeout.
In the thick of it, but they need this stop badly. 4th and 5. Card. Clean drop, plenty of time. Now steps up in that pocket, has a completion, has that first down to the 20. So that is what he is so good at, navigating that hard scrambling. Give somebody else an opportunity. Iowa in control. This is Maccabee, and Maccabee is met, and Maccabee is stopped.
Yeah, the time is now for Minnesota.
Been doing a job on the ground, too. 8 carries, 44, and a touchdown rushing. Card scanning. Card somehow gets away. Now Card is still on his feet, has a completion, has a first down. Incredible play. It's Garrett Miller, who was banged up, came back into
point or two. One of the best rushers for Minnesota. He had him in his grasp. And somehow Card slips out of it, buying time. Excellent job keeping his eyes up. Finding Miller, throwing to him on his face mask on the run. What a play. Purdue knocking on the door one more time inside the 10-yard line.
And Joyner is somebody they think is going to play in the NFL. Been coming on very strong. You're starting to see why Card was who everybody thought would be the Texas Longhorns quarterback. Hand it off. It's Maccabee, and Maccabee.
Again, he's come up big, both throwing it, but maybe more importantly, extending the plays with his feet. Not only with runs, but with timely throws out on the move. None bigger than that one.
Flip the football out. Maccabee with a lane. Maccabee with a touchdown. He's been unstoppable.
He sure has. The 1-2 punch of Devitt to get to the perimeter. Excellent blocking by the tight end, by the receivers. When Maccabee gets those shoulders square and you see that number 45 coming at you, hard to stop.
Ben Freehill is good. Whatever the heck they're playing.
When in doubt, play the under when the Hawkeyes are playing.
And now this kick is going to roll out half. See if Kaliak-Manis can get it going. Needs a lot of offense in this fourth quarter. Kaliak-Manis, completion to his tight end, Spanford.
Jack, the second half, they find themselves down 22. This is tough sledding going forward.
2nd and 2. Kaliak-Manis stands in there, and it's incomplete. Straight back to his.
Kaliak-Manis to work through some progressions, has not been able to do it.
Minnesota 2 for 10 on 3rd down. They've missed their last 8.
All out heat.
Kaliak-Manis steps up into that throw down the field, and it is caught. Who else would it be? Daniel Jackson, their best wide
catch. Minnesota's moving. Really surprised by the defensive call.
Gain of 35. Kaliak-Manis toward the end zone and too far. Penalty marker, though, does fly. That was Daniel Jackson, who was trying to get behind the defense.
Defense number 1. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Includes an automatic first down.
Kaliak-Manis has all day, taking his time, and now skips it.
They rush 3. Not a lot of space down there, no place to throw, and finally he slips down before he throws the ball. And if you're Purdue, I'd like to see more of that and less of the man-to-man coverage. He's had a hard time completing passes against it.
Kaliak-Manis scans, and toward the end zone, double covered, was Daniel Jackson, and they mentioned talking about
not in the last couple downs. Been a good job by Purdue making that adjustment.
3rd and goal.
Now they're bringing heat again.
Heat in his face. Kaliak-Manis trying to retreat, and down he goes. It's
in the back end. Dieneman's the free rusher. There's Scorton. There's Jenkins. They're all over the place. Minnesota does not have enough guys. Kaliak-Manis has no chance. They're going for him 4th and forever.
And they're going to take a timeout. Think about that. They're at the 21-yard line. It's 4th and goal. And Kesich at least gives Minnesota having a terrific year, even though they are 2-7, and seeing some of the rewards of that work. And this is dropped. Now just trying to get back on top of it is Tracy.
Football, understands leadership, and I think he's guided him really well throughout this first year as a head coach at Purdue.
Sure has. Handed off, backed up. This is Tracy, and Tracy picks up 4. That's
now they got to dial it back.
Give him 3 on that first down carry. 2nd and 7. And Purdue trying to slow it down, let that clock run. Hand it off. Here goes Tracy with the lane. Now he's opening up down the sideline. So we've seen Mockens. Purdue now over 500 yards of total offense. Tracy. Tracy's still running and still picking up positive yards. You think about the offensive line and how they're moving everybody around as a penalty marker comes out. Whatever positions these guys were playing, they might want to stay here.
You're right.
Offense, number 64, 10-yard penalty, still first down.
And that's Ben Farrell, who's been moving all around the offense.
That defensive front for the last 50 minutes.
Card, nice, easy, smooth completion, and airborne goes his tight end in Miller.
Where he wants to go, getting through progressions, and when in doubt, using his feet. He's been awfully good.
Taking his time at the line. Now going to hand it off. Downing. And Downing, he's fresh. That third running back, it's been a lot.
In these third down situations as a protector, but showing he can run it as well.
Downing with a lane. Now Downing into the secondary. Stiff arm put on as he goes.
So the defense is just completely worn out up front. Credit those offensive linemen, but when you have a three-headed monster at running back, we've seen this a number of times. They try to stretch the play. They get this Minnesota defense to overrun it, and the back cuts up north and south. They cut off the backside. Downing getting his opportunities and taking advantage.
Gain of 25. Maccabee close to that first down. It's been fun for anybody to run behind this offensive. 2-23. Purdue has put on a show for the home fans. Maccabee. Another first.
Well, and they've come out here in all three phases of their football team and dominated.
Hand it off, up the middle, nice run. Can he get to the end zone? Gonna be awfully close, just depends on where they're marking. They're marking just short.
Yeah, absolutely we do.
You're biased. It might be Tracy supplying, and they are gonna say that Tracy was stopped again, although it was close. Tell you the other.
After further review, the ruling on the field has changed. There was no body part down. The ball broke the plane of the goal line. Touchdown, Purdue.
Heck of a call by you, Jason Garrett. Heck of a call by Reggie. Reggie, we appreciate you breaking that all down, and this has just been an overwhelming stadium, too. Ben Freehill.
Picture that guy in the dictionary when you talk about prototype wide receivers.
Yep. And in for the touchback. Ben Freehill stepping up, delivering the football, and putting up 49 points. Now Kaliak-Manis running. Kaliak-Manis out of bounds.
Jack, there's a great story about Michael Jordan when he was playing with the Bills and Phil Jackson. And Jordan was like, well, you know, sometimes those guys aren't going to make the play for me. And, you know, I can do it. He says, you got to do it. You got to do it. You just got to give them a chance. You got to trust them. And there wasn't a lot of reason to trust them at that time.
Completion here to his tight end. This is span forward. Continue.
Yeah, and Phil Jackson just convinced him, do this, because we're going to need everybody convey to Hudson Card. You know, they haven't been protecting.
Nice completion here out across midfield. This is Corey Crooms.
But you're still going.
Pickup of 21. Purdue was trying to sub, and a penalty marker is on the field.
Buying into doing their job and executing, trust the guy next to him and trusting the call. And I think we've seen evidence of that all throughout this ball game. Guys have stepped up.
Defense, 12 men on the field at the snap. 5-yard penalty, repeat first down.
And this could be one of those wins that really creates a lot of momentum, as Ryan Walters, and you mentioned some of the wisdom that he was passing down, but a very young coaching staff, a young head coach. Average age of that coaching staff, 37 years old, as he replaces Jeff Brown, of course, now at Louisville, and that great run he had from 17 to 22. But he's finding his footing as a head coach. This just could be one of those wins for head coach and quarterback. Complete here, span forward, and spilled down there for a pickup of 1.
Jump for next year, and they're certainly off to a good start in this final 3-game stretch.
Kaliak-Manis looking for his tight end span forward, and Cam Allen step for step. You got Dylan Wieneman, who's back at the 8-yard line, the deep safety. Hand the ball off. It's Nubin. And Newbin bursts into that secondary and takes it down to the 15, maybe the 4.
More of the same in this game, and credit the adjustments by Purdue on defense. They change up some of the one-on-one opportunities and made it a little bit more challenging on the quarterback, and Minnesota has not responded.
Just 5 complete
drives and finishing the game. And, you know, that iconic symbol of players putting 4 fingers above their head as you get into the 4th quarter. There's a lot of pride in that in football, and Minnesota certainly has to address that area going forward.
Kaliak-Manis firing, trying to create some offense on 3rd and 10. Sanusi came.
Been impressive.
And Scorton, just a sophomore and already a captain. Kaliak-Manis, and Kaliak-Manis is going to be near that line to gain. You see the helmet.
Taking a peek at this one. Looks like he's got it.
Yep. Down, and it meant something to him to be a part of that tradition.
One of the best ones I was around was Anthony Spencer.
Karlaftis floats it towards the end zone, too high.
So many great championship teams. A lot of great quarterbacks, a lot of great pass rushers from Purdue.
Kaliak-Manis going to take a shot, fired toward the end zone, and it is caught for the touchdown. Elijah Spencer with a late score, working on Alessandro. Kaliak-Manis, Purdue gets themselves into a formation that they like better. And the formation works, although it's a big hit taken, clean recovery.
They teach him young, they teach him well. They love the game down there. Fun to see the impact all over this country.
There's Maccabee, and with Michigan made on peg. Maccabee, and Maccabee back to the line of scrimmage. To Ohio State coming up, so it's a tough road to the finish. Maccabee, and Maccabee has just done a trick. Jack Ansel with some backspin down to the wall. What a beauty. What a beauty.
That's symbolic of the day right there. Doesn't really matter.
So it'll be 49-30 final.